How do you sign your new passport? Can you travel if your passport has less than 6 months before the expiration date? What happens if you don't have enough pages for a new visa stamp? Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be answering some commonly or frequently asked questions when you first receive your US passport. This is a follow-up video to our US Passport 101. If you haven't already watched it, I will put a link or the card up above so that way you can just go watch it in case you just received your passport. That is one video to watch to kind of like follow up with what you need to do first thing. So in this video, to kind of make this a little bit more viewer friendly, we are going to be dividing this into two different parts. The first part is going to be for new passport holders where you're just receiving it for the first time, you don't know what you're going to do, and you have some questions about it. And the second part is going to be about some current passport holders where you already have like some knowledge about the passport, but you do have questions regarding your passport when you're traveling and those related kind of questions. I highly encourage you to put your questions in the comments below so that way I can answer your questions in the comments section, or I can do a follow-up video to show you some important information about your question. If you're new to this channel, subscribe for more content regarding your passport, and check out the links to any of the websites mentioned in this video, as well as some links in the description below in ways to kind of protect your passport from the normal wear and tear every time you're traveling. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin with the new passport questions. So very first question that I have kind of like seen multiple times in the comments was, do you need to put your full name when signing my passport or just a signature? Some people also ask regular signature or print full name. So what I did with mine is I just did my regular signature. Like I didn't print my full name anymore. Like there's nowhere in the USCIS websites or the travel.ca.gov did it actually say that you need to print your name. Okay, so for the next part, so my passport, when I received it, it actually had a QR code sticker in the back. And some people were asking their passports did not come with a QR sticker at the back. Depending on when you applied for your passport, it depends when the passport was released, because the QR code or QR code, or also known as quick response stickers on the back, they just kind of put that onto the back of the passports for quick and easy access to a lot of the passport and travel information. It was not really implemented until recently. So depending on when your passport was mailed out or like processed, you may not have gotten the sticker. For those of you who are wondering what the sticker does, the QR code, like I said, it just takes you to a specific website where you can find like a lot of the quick informations about passports and travel information. So can you remove the QR code on the back of your passport? Yes, but when I did my research, you can remove the sticker on the back, though travel.state.gov recommends that you actually keep the QR sticker there. Just because keeping it there would kind of like give you quick access to any information or like to their website. Let's say that you might be traveling and you only had your passport with you and you don't really remember what website to go to find out a lot about travel information that you might need. It's kind of really quick and easy to just take your phone, scan the QR code, and then you'll be taken directly to the website that you need. So another question that kind of came up in all of this regarding the QR codes in the back: does the QR code contain information about your specific passport? It does not. The QR code, like I mentioned earlier, it only pertains to the specific website. That's all about after I get my US passport. According to the travel.state.gov, it is completely identical with all of the passports that they are mailing out with the new QR code stickers on the back. Also, if your passport did not come with a QR code sticker in the back, I will go ahead and put a picture right here. You can scan it with your phone, pause this video, scan it with your phone, and then you'll be able to see that webpage that I'm talking about. It's just all about passport and travel information. It's called an After I Get My Passport webpage. Disclaimer before I continue, I just want to point out and remind everyone that I am not affiliated with the US Homeland Security or the embassies. I am simply sharing information as a regular citizen, but of course, in order to provide you with the useful and valuable content, I do my research before I release any of this video in public, and that way I can provide you with the legitimate sources of where you can find other important information as well as other important documents that are related to this video. Still, I would highly recommend that you always check with your country's embassy or with the airlines that you are going to be using for travel with your passport to make sure that you are always up to date with the ever-changing information, rules, and regulations. So from the date of this video, from the date that this video was recorded and released, some content may have been out of date or some content may have already changed depending on when you're watching or listening to this video. To make sure that you're always aware of any of new information or new updates regarding your passport, you can subscribe to this channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of those new videos about your passport. Now, let's go ahead and get back to the video. We are now onto the prior passport holders or frequent travelers. The last 3 pages, page 25, 26, and 27, don't say visa on them like the other pages. Will I be able to travel to other places but not get visas? Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated than just a US passport. This one actually talks about visas. I'm not too familiar with older versions of the US passport, but if you are concerned about those last 3 pages not having that visa name on there, you might want to go ahead and check with the nearest US embassy closest to where you are. I've included a link in the description on how to contact travel.state.gov. There's a whole lot of contact information on there. Go ahead and click the website below. It'll take you to all of their contact information, phone numbers, their business hours, and stuff like that pertaining to US embassies. I do have another frequently asked question, which is how many passport pages do you need to be able to travel or get visas? Honestly, this kind of like varies depending on the country that you're going to or the airline that you're going to be traveling with. Some countries, they require your passport to have at the very least 2 up to 4 blank visa/stamp pages. And some airlines will not allow you to board if that requirement is not met. I suggest that if you only have like 5 pages left on your visa stamp pages, go and apply for a new passport like as soon as you can. And also because some visas, depending on what country you're going to or what exact visa you need, some of them can actually take up the whole page of that passport. So if that whole page gets taken up, you now only have 4 pages left, which is like some bare minimum or bare requirements for some airlines and for some countries that you can have in order to travel. Oh, also, if that is you, if you are traveling frequently and you notice that you run out of pages a lot for your visas, I would highly recommend that you get the larger passport, which has about like 52 pages instead of the regular 28 pages. Because of your passport detail information on the first part of that passport, it's 52 pages, but you'll get like about 40 to 44 pages where visas can be stamped on or that you can use for stamps and visas. So that's a whole lot more compared to the standard version, which I have, which is only like 28 pages, and only like I believe 20 pages of that is usable for visa stamps and stuff like that. As I'm recording this video in December 7 of 2023, processing times right now is 7 to 10 weeks, and expedited can come between 3 to 5 weeks with an extra $60 fee. And then on top of that, especially the mailing and stuff, that's not included in that. So think about the mailing process time as well as processing time and your fees. So last questions with all of this bunch. Do I really need 6 months or more before the passport expiration date to travel? I would say that if you have less than 6 months left on your expiration date, you need to make sure that you get a new passport before you travel, because some countries require at the very least 6 months beyond the date of your trip. So some airlines will not allow you to board if that requirement is also not met. So it's kind of like a very tricky situation, because if one country allows you to be able to travel, if it's past the 6 months expiration, maybe you're coming back to the United States and it's only like 3 months left on your passport, that's kind of like cutting it really close. But I would suggest, if you notice that your passport is already like hitting that 6 month 6 months before on your expiration date, go ahead and order for a new one. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content such as like this. If you think anybody else should know or be aware of any of these videos that I put out, share those to all those people. I would really appreciate it, and they would probably appreciate it as well. And make sure all of your travel information and travel documents are all up to date, and make sure you double check with the country you're traveling to and with the airlines that you're traveling with to make sure that you do not have any problems on your travels. Happy travels and stay safe as always, you guys. See you on the next video. Bye.